Alright, welcome back to a brand new video, and yes, I got a new mic. I basically saved up for like 6 months, and was able to save up to get this Blue Yeti. Pretty sick, it's really good audio quality, so yeah. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a burst, or any object actually, but I'm going to be making a burst for an example, and import it into CM3 from Clipmaker 2. It's going to be really easy, you just make the object and I'll show you everything else. So, yeah. You're going to want to click on Clipmaker, different from usual, because I usually click on Clipmaker 3, and you probably already watched the tutorial if you're watching this, because this is not going to be like one of those tutorials, this is not going to be one of those tutorials, click on I, then this, no. Okay, so you want to add an object and add a shape, and then just add a rectangle. And now you're going to want to make the animation, so it's I think, if I'm correct, it's at 1, but it's at 0 here. Yeah, so what you do is you start out with that. And this is going to be one of those really simple bursts that actually, are really easy. So you want to go to the end keyframe where you want it to end. So it's there. And then add a position keyframe and a scale keyframe. Oh, by the way, make sure these are always on linear. That's the smoothest way. At least that's my opinion. So now for the scale thing, you're going to want to make it 4 and make this 0. So it's like this. Wait, no, 3. And make that maybe whatever you want to make it, but I recommend an out. It makes way more sense. Yeah, an out. And for the positioning, make it 40 here, and then just make it a circular out too, and then you got this one. Or you could make it something like 35 or ish. But it makes sense for it to be around 40-ish. Okay, so now that you got this, now you're going to want to start out with the other shapes. With the other rectangles. So you could either, just leave this as a white burst, or you could add different colors to the rectangles. To simplify this, I'm just going to make it one color, which is going to be white, so yeah. So now you want to go add an object and add a group. So put the rectangle inside that group, close up the group, and then duplicate that group. And then make this, watch, 45. So now you got this. And I'm not done yet. So you keep going, and you can make it either minus 45 or 90. I'm going to make it minus 45. So then we got that. And then we can move on with the 90 on the next one. And then you got this. So it's not done yet, so you want to keep going. So it's now it's like a pattern. Make it minus 90 now. And then when you're done with that, duplicate it and make it 135. But then it's 135, right? Hold on. I'm gonna get this stuff. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's 135. Because now make it minus 135 on the next duplicate. It's just a pattern. Then the last one you make it 180. If I'm correct, yeah. Okay, so now you got this nice burst. It ain't bad. It's an alright burst. Actually, I could call this pretty good, but we're not done yet. You could either leave it like this, or if you want to keep going farther and make this a bigger burst, you could what you could do is get a new group and then add in all of those other burst groups into this new group. And then you can name it to keep it organized, but I'm just not gonna. So then you duplicate that new group and then move it around a little to the right positioning. I recommend around 23.20-ish, maybe even 23.30-ish. Or you could move it a little more, 22, maybe leave it around there. Okay, so now you got this. Hold on a minute. This is kind of a weird trait for me, but I like to make things perfect, kinda. There we go. So 23.55. That's pretty good. Okay, so now you got this nice burst. It's basically done. And I think that this burst is decent. It's not a bad burst. It's not a great burst either. So now that you're done with that, this is what you do to like save it. You could make it way easier on yourself so you don't have to like shorten the scene so you have more room. Go to basics and then we'll go to the keyframe when this rectangle ends and go to one of the rectangles. 1.20, so put it around 1.2. Yeah, 1.2. So that doesn't show the last keyframe, but it's like, you could tell it's done. Is that like... Yeah, that actually looks really good. Okay, so keep it like that, and you got this now. Not a bad burst. So now you're going to want to go to project and save the project. Exactly save. Don't do anything else. And save project file. Wait for it. Alright, it saves. So, yeah, now you do this. You click off. Leave the download page, and then go back to panzoid. Leave this open just in case. And put on Clipmaker 3. Now, you just go to import and import the scene. And you could rename it to like to burst. And now you got this. And that is how you add a CM3 shape, well no, CM2 shape to CM3. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not gonna make you like, subscribe, or anything like that, but I'm pretty proud of this burst. I'm pretty proud of this. I might actually make this one of my shapes. But that was just an example. You could use a bunch of other shapes and do the exact same thing as I did. Or this could have been a burst tutorial for you. Who knows? But if you did like this video, then I would really appreciate you if you did like or subscribe or something like that. It really does help me. Well, it really does help motivate me into making these videos for you guys. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.